Hi there, I'm Video Buddy. I'm so glad you can play with me right now. I bet you're ready to get started. The first thing you need to do is get your Video Buddy handset. Take the suction cup at the end of the cord and stick it right on top of the black dot. Yeah, right there. Next, press the purple power button. Way to go! Now the way this works is that every once in a while during the story, we get to play. I'll ask you questions, and you give me answers. Okay? Every time you hear this sound, you get to answer the question. We're going to have lots of fun, so let's get started.
Dinobabies playing in the prehistoric sand. Sometimes Truman tells his stories to the Dinobaby clan. Dinobabies make believe they could be anyone. Dinobabies having fun. Franklin's shy while Stanley thinks he can do anything. And baby brother Marshall tries to get into the game. Dak the pterodactyl baby flies through in a whirl. Dak is making trouble in the Dinobabies world. Dinobabies on the run, run, run. Dinobabies on the run. Lorrea, Dino baby girl, likes to talk it out. She helps Truman with his stories, which puts Truman in a pout. Dinobabies run beneath the prehistoric sun. Dinobabies having fun.
We sure are getting far away from home.
Yeah, are we there yet? Just a little bit farther. I want to find a secret place that nobody else will ever find. Aha! As promised. Yep, I think this one will do. Let's get to work.
But we've never built a tree cave before. What do we do first?
Help me find rocks, then I'll show you the rest.
Oh, I can't wait to get our tree cave finished. It'll be a great place for me to tell stories.
Truman, we aren't building this so you can tell stories. You can tell stories anywhere.
Yeah, but they're better if I tell them in a good place.
Oh, please. Making up stories is easy.
Is not.
Is too.
Is not.
Is too.
Hey, send up another rock.
Gee, I'm all out. We need more rocks. Oh, I couldn't find a single one.
Me either.
Looky! I found one.
Oh, gee, looks like we used up all the rocks around here.
Yeah, let's go find another tree and make a littler tree cave.
Marshall's right. Let's go.
Wait, we don't have to make another one. Let's go find more rocks and bring them back to this tree cave.
Okay, but somebody better stay here and guard it.
Me.
And I'll stay here and guard you.
We'll be back soon.
Come on, Marshall.
Okie dokie. No, I want to go over there.
Oh, I'm Pooh.
Me too. The sky balls are falling.
Don't worry, Marshall. We'll be safe in here.
Yeah, but what about Franklin?
Oh, the sky balls are falling! The sky balls are falling!
Franklin, snap out of it. Screaming isn't going to help.
I know, but what else can we do?
Find a place to hide.
In here.
Uh-oh. I don't think this is a cave.
Hey, it's me, Video Buddy, and it's time to play. Now, every time you hear this sound, press the button with your answer. Sometimes I even ask you to press 2 or 3 buttons for the right answers. So listen carefully. Ready to get started? All right. The Dinobabies found a secret place to play. When they got there, they built a tree cave. What did they build their tree cave out of? Did they build it out of a bush, Rocks, plants, water, or a tree? Press the buttons to choose the 2 things that the Dinobabies used to build their tree cave. The answers are rocks and the big tree, of course. That's why they call it a tree cave. The Dinobabies love stories. Doesn't everybody? Especially the stories about fun adventures with their friends. Which Dinobaby loves to tell stories? Truman? Marshall? Torty? Franklin? Or Stanley? Press the button to choose the Dinobaby that loves to tell stories. Truman loves to tell stories. He can't wait until the new tree cave is finished so he can tell great stories to his Dinobaby friends. While the Dinobabies went searching for more rocks, Marshall stayed behind to guard the tree cave. Who stayed behind to babysit Marshall? Torty? Stanley? Franklin? La Brea? Or Truman? Press the button to choose who was babysitting Marshall. La Brea was very nice and took care of Marshall. I bet she was tired of carrying rocks. When fiery balls fell down from the sky, Stanley, Franklin, and Truman had to find a safe place. Where did they go to get out of the storm? A cave? A turtle shell? A tree? A pond? Or a bush? Press the button to choose where they went to get out of the storm. The answer is the giant turtle shell. Our Dinobaby friends sure meet new friends in the strangest places.
Go outside for a better look.
You can't. You know we have to stay indoors whenever sky balls fall.
But there's nothing to do in here. Tell me a story.
Who, me? Why, sure. Which one do you want to hear?
A new one.
You mean make it up?
Uh-huh.
Okay, once upon a time, far, far away, long ago, there was this, I don't know, somebody. And they were doing, something. Where are you going?
To do, something else.
Oh, come back here. It gets better. I promise.
I'm waiting.
I'm thinking. I've never told a story before. Only interrupted them. Okay, there was this little Dinobaby girl. And she was...
Stuck in the jungle like us?
Yeah, that'll work.
What was her name?
Doris?
Yucko.
How about Pickles?
Big Yucko.
I know. Her name was Goldisocks, because she wore long golden socks.
That's a silly name.
I'm cooking now, Marshall. Deal with it. It was a pretty day. The birds were chirping. The pterodactyls were squawking. The cows were mooing. And the bees were buzzing.
Where is she going? Nothing's happening in this story.
A skyball storm started. She found a house and knocked, but nobody was home. So she went inside.
What did she find there?
Well, she knew somebody lived there because she found some food. I'm hungry. But not that hungry. Too big. Too burnt. Just right. So Goldisocks ate the smallest apple and it was yummy. The end.
Oh, that's a bad ending. What else happens?
She ate the food and got sick?
That's even better. Tell it good.
Boy, this is a tough room.
Gee, this is really nice of you, Mr. Tortoisaurus.
Oh, just call me Torty. Can I get y'all a salad or something?
No, thanks. I'm stuffed. Boy, I hope the tree cave is holding up as good as this shell.
Hi again. It's me, your video buddy. It's a good time to play, wouldn't you say? When you hear this sound, it's time to answer. Let's get started. La Brea tells the story of Goldisocks, who, by the way, happens to look just like La Brea. When Goldisocks goes into the house, what does she eat? A strawberry? Leaves? An apple? A lollipop? Or ice cream? Press the button to choose what Goldisocks ate. Goldisocks ate the littlest apple, one that was just right for her. Franklin, Truman, and Stanley are welcomed into Torty the giant tortoise's shell. Torty even offers the Dinobabies food. Does Torty have good manners? Press green for yes, or red for no, to choose if Torty has good manners. Yes, Torty has excellent manners. He knows how to make his guests feel right at home.
Wow, that was a big one. I'm gonna go look.
Not so fast. I've thought of a new ending for my story, and you're gonna hear it. Okay, Goldisocks took her dinner and went to the living room to sit down and eat. There were 3 chairs there, but she didn't like them. This room just won't do. I think I'll redecorate. Goldisocks broke the smallest chair, but she thought it was ugly anyway, so she didn't care. The room was pretty, and she decided to live there and live happily ever after.
This better not be the end.
Oh, no, of course not. Let's see, Goldisocks was tired from all her decorating and decided she needed a nap. So she went to find a nice bed to sleep on. This looks comfy. Ooh, the first bed was weird, and Goldisocks couldn't sleep in it. But there was another bed in the room. Oh, goody, a water bed. But Goldisocks slept on her stomach, so the second bed didn't work at all. But she was in luck because there was another bed there. And it was almost just right, so Goldisocks closed her eyes and went to sleep. The end.
Oh, isn't there anything fun in this story? A chase or something? It's blah.
That's it. I'm going outside.
Don't. Your story's kind of good so far.
It is?
Yeah, it just needs a fun end. You can do it.
Well, okay. You want something to happen? How's this? While Goldisocks was asleep, the 3 Dinobabies who lived in the cave came home by surprise.
Oh, goody, she's in trouble now.
Something's missing.
Someone's eaten my food.
And someone's moved our chairs.
Someone's broken my chair.
Someone's been sleeping in my bed.
And someone's been sleeping in my waterbed.
And someone's been sleeping in my bed and she's still here.
Huh? What? And Goldisocks woke up and saw the 3 Dino babies, and she told them, "Finders keepers, get out of my house." And they left. The end.
Hey, that's not fair. It's not very fun either. That's crummy.
I don't like that one.
Okay. The Dino babies said since Goldisocks was so pretty, she could stay with them if she cooked and cleaned up.
Glad to have you
Goldilocks,
aboard.
good to
Thank
have
you
you,
very
honey.
much.
And they all lived happily ever after. The end.
Yucky, that's a girly ending. I want a better one.
Well, I like my ending. It stays.
Okay, then like the baby Dino baby in your story said.
Marshall, stop that! Listen.
I don't hear anything.
That's right. The sky ball stopped.
That's nice. I still want a better ending.
Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
Boy, did I miss you, Truman. You're the greatest storyteller ever.
La Brea, did you get hit on the head by a skyball?
I'm being nice, Truman. Enjoy the moment.
Let's get our tree cave finished now.
Yeah, let's hurry so Truman can tell us a story.
I could tell us a story.
Let's hurry so Truman can tell us a really good story.
Hey, it's time to play with me, Video Buddy. Get those button-pushing fingers ready. Let's go. Marshall doesn't like the ending of La Brea's story about Goldisocks and the 3 Dino babies. When La Brea won't make up a different ending, what does Marshall do? Does he laugh, pout, giggle, stick his tongue out, or cry? Press the button to choose what Marshall did. Marshall was so disappointed with the end of La Brea's story that he cried. After all, he is the youngest Dino baby. Goldisocks told the 3 Dino babies that she was going to keep their house. Was Goldisocks being polite? Press the green button for yes or the red button for no to tell if Goldisocks was being polite. The answer is no. The house was not Goldisocks' house. It was the 3 Dino babies' house. Goldisocks needs to be more polite when she visits other people. I mean, Dino babies. Finally, the Dino babies returned to the tree cave. Who rode home on the giant turtle's back? Was it La Brea, Truman, Franklin, Marshall, or Stanley? Press the 3 buttons to pick the 3 Dino babies who rode on the turtle's back. The answer is Franklin, Stanley, and Truman. They rode to the tree cave on Torty's back to see if Marshall and La Brea were okay. Now that's polite. La Brea told Truman that he was a great storyteller. She learned that storytelling is harder than she thought. Does La Brea want to be a good storyteller someday? Press the green button for yes or the red button for no. The answer is yes. La Brea loves to tell stories, even though she needs a lot of practice. But if she keeps on telling stories, someday she might be just as good a storyteller as Truman.
You're out, Franklin.
Oh, poo. Okay, now we'll do it with only 2 rocks.
You're out now, Stanley.
Ah, phooey.
Feel lucky?
Yeah. Hey, that's no fair.
Don't be a sore loser, Truman. Everyone's looking.
We're looking at you, La Brea.
Why me?
Oh, you know the rules. The winner of this game makes up the next game.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Well, we could, I think it's time for my nap.
You're being a big quitter.
Am not. If that's the way you feel, I'm leaving.
Oh, you always leave when it's your turn to make up a game.
I know. I can never think of anything. I don't have much imagination.
We know that. Marshall, he means we know you can do it.
I wish I could. Like Truman can. Then I'd be able to think of games and stories and all kinds of fun things.
Well, it's not so hard. I'll help. Let's tell a story together.
About what? A dumb old girl with no imagination?
Well, now there's an idea. Once upon a time, there was a girl named
Eunice! A tipper!
Latifah.
Yuck! How about Alice?
Alice. That's good. Thanks, La Brea. Anyway, Alice's parents wanted her to do well in school, so she had to study all the time. But the hardest homework of all was coming up with stories for her writing class. Alice said to her looking glass,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who has the worst imagination of all?
That would be, you.
Alice was so surprised. There was a mean old queen in her mirror.
Who are you? How did you get in my looking glass?
I took a right turn at the dresser. I'm the Queen of Hearts, top of the deck, the big deal, ruler of Wonderfulland.
Wonderfulland? What's that?
Come on in, kid, I'll show you.
So Alice jumped into the looking glass and she fell and fell.
I think she should float.
No, La Brea, she fell.
She floats!
She fell really, really fast.
Whoa! No, Truman, she...
Too late. She already landed.
What happened then?
Let's see.
I know. She met a bunny.
Yeah, a bunny beating a big drum.
Okay, but that sounds kind of weird.
You're late.
Who are you?
The marching hare. You're late.
I am? For what?
For school. You're late. Don't make the teacher wait.
Which way is it? I don't have my homework. Oh, this is terrible.
You're late. Flunking is your fate.
This must be it.
You're late.
I know. It's time for you to go.
Hi there. I'm back and ready to play. Here we go with more Video Buddy fun. La Brea doesn't think that she is very good at making up games or telling stories. Who helps La Brea by showing her how to tell a story? Is it Stanley, Franklin, Truman, Marshall, or Dex? Press the button to show which Dino baby helped La Brea. Truman helps La Brea by telling her a story about a girl named Alice. Helping someone out when they need it is an awesome act of friendship. In Truman's story, Alice needs to make up a story for school. Is storytelling a hard thing for Alice to do? Press the green button for yes, or the red button for no. The answer is yes. Alice is very good at all of her schoolwork, except for writing stories. But that's okay. With a little practice, Alice will get better. When Alice starts thinking about her story, she goes to Wonderfulland. How does she get there? Through a door, car, mirror, an airplane, or a boat? Press the button to choose how Alice went to Wonderfulland. Alice jumped into a magical mirror and had a long fall into the strange world of Wonderfulland. Once she was there, she had amazing adventures. Alice met the marching hare, who told her that she's late for school. Alice looks and looks and finally finds the school door. Which two letters are on the school door? Are they A, C, E, B, or Z? Press the buttons to choose the two letters that are on the school door. The letters are A and Z. Wow, the school door has the first and last letters of the alphabet. Time to get back to our story.
Truman, where is this story going?
I don't know. The marching bunny wasn't my idea.
Fine, blame the crummy story on me.
Well, what do you think should happen? What would a little girl like Alice like?
How about a tea party?
Okay, but it's a special kind of tea party.
Excuse me, is this the school?
Depends. What do you want to learn?
I have trouble with my story writing.
I can help. I'm the Mad Hatter.
My name is Alice.
Well, Alice, have a seat and join my tea party. Like some tea?
Sure. Hey, this isn't tea, it's teas.
Oh, what? You don't like teas?
Alice didn't know what to think of this tea party. She was kind of confused.
Me too. What's going on in this story?
You'll see.
What am I supposed to do with all these letters?
Use your imagination. A ditty is a simple song made up of simple words that's strung out in a sentence so the story can be heard. The letters of the alphabet make up the words we need to spin a yard, to sing a song, to do the ditty deed. Yeah!
What's your point?
You put letters together to make words and words together to make a sentence. Take you, for instance.
You mean me?
No, I mean you. Catch a spell? Ta-da! A sentence! Put enough sentences together and you get a story. Now it's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah, your turn to come up with a story.
I think I hear my mom calling.
Your turn! Your turn! Tell a story so you'll learn!
Psst, Alice, this way.
It's me again. I'm ready to play the Video Buddy way. Let's have some fun. The Mad Hatter is glad to help Alice write stories, and he starts by telling her about the alphabet. What letter does the Mad Hatter pour into Alice's cup? Press the button to choose the letter. Is it B, H, O, T, or G? The Mad Hatter pours Alice a cup of teas. I wonder where he got them all. Alice is lucky to have such a cool teacher. After a cup of teas, the Mad Hatter serves Alice alphabet soup. He says that letters can make words, words can make sentences, and putting sentences together makes stories. Whew! What can you use to write down the letters of the alphabet? A pencil? A bat? A marker? a candle, or a crayon. Press the buttons to choose the 3 things that you can use to write letters. You can write letters with a pencil, a marker, and a crayon. And with a little practice, you can write words and stories too. Now let's go back to our story.
Oh, Solo Meow!
Who are you?
The Cheshire Cat. I'm your rescuer, sort of like a fairy godmother with fleas.
Where are you taking me?
Anywhere you want to go.
Really? Anywhere?
Sure. How about a baseball game? Or to the moon? Or another part of the sewer?
Truman, those aren't good places.
Why not?
I mean, like a kingdom with castles and princes and horses and stuff.
Oh, sure, that'll work.
How about a pretty kingdom with castles and princes and horses and stuff?
Yeah! Thanks for the ride. Who put this mud puddle here?
I couldn't help it.
Can I finish my story now? Alice wasn't in the mud puddle for long. She was rescued by some of the Queen's royal cards.
Cards? Don't you mean guards?
Nope, cards. They were card guards.
Why?
I don't know. Because it's Wonderfulland.
Because it's weird. Thank you. You're very kind.
And you're very under arrest.
I'm very confused. Why do they call this Wonderfulland?
So Alice was taken to the Queen of Hearts, who ruled the whole kingdom.
Hey, I know you. You told me to come into my looking glass.
Yeah, and you fell for it. Correction, you jumped for it.
What do you want from me?
Your homework paper.
Oh, but I didn't write my paper. I couldn't think of one. My head was blank.
Oh, well, then you won't need it. Off with her head! Off with her head! Off with her head!
And Alice ran and ran, trying to find her way out of Wonderfulland.
Then what happened?
Well, Alice woke up in her bed and realized it was all a dream.
That's too easy, Truman.
No, but wait, there's more. See, Alice used her dream to write her story for school, and she got an A for imagination. The end.
Yeah, that works. Whoopee!
Whoopee for Alice. She has an imagination, and I don't. Rub it in, Dino baby guys.
But you do, La Brea. You helped me to tell the story.
Ha! How?
Well, all your interruptions. I mean, suggestions. Like the tea party and the kingdom and even naming her Alice.
Hey, you're right. I did help. In fact, the whole story was my idea. I have such an imagination.
Well, then you can think up our next game. You owe us one.
Can't. I'm late. I've got stories to create.
I've created a monster.
Hey, it's time to play with me, Video Buddy. Get those button-pushing fingers ready. Let's go. Alice leaves school with the Cheshire Cat. He takes her for a magical ride in his boat. Where does Alice want the Cheshire Cat to take her? To a baseball game? The moon? Or a castle? Press the button to choose where Alice wanted to go. Alice asked the Cheshire Cat to take her to a castle. And just when she thought that she could relax, she met the mean Queen of Hearts. Maybe she should have gone to the baseball game after all. In Alice's dream, the royal guards were made out of playing cards. playing cards have different shapes on them. Can you match the shape below with the one that is on this playing card? Choose the shape that matches the one on the Royal Guard. The shape on the Royal Guard's card is called a club. Other shapes that are on cards are hearts, spades, and diamonds. Truman wanted to show La Brea how to make up a story. After Truman tells the story about Alice, does La Brea feel better? Press the green button for yes, or the red button for no. No. La Brea still feels sad that she can't make up stories by herself. But she is actually getting better at telling stories all the time. Truman had a lot of help telling the story about Alice. Who was Truman's biggest helper? Franklin? La Brea? Stanley? Deck? Or Marshall? Press the button to choose who helped Truman the most. The answer is our friend La Brea. Even though she didn't think she had much imagination, she gave Truman a lot of great ideas and helped him tell the story of Alice and that totally strange place, Wonderfulland. Well, that's our story for now. I sure look forward to playing with you again. I'm Video Buddy. See you soon.